The following program is brought to you by the National Commission for Families and Children in collaboration with the National Parenting Task Force and UNICEF. It wasn't until I was a teenager that Mom started using a budget to guide how she spent money on the household. Before that, we used to spend money on what we needed when we needed it. She later realized that creating positive spending habits and running a personal budget are life-saving skills everyone should know, including children. She learned that having a clear understanding of the funds you bring in each month and money you pay out is essential. You can't manage a budget if you don't know what your budget actually is.
Good evening, Eileen. I look so stressed out.
Boy, I not got enough money to cover the bills this month. School is open, school fees, uniform, books, shoes. The money just not enough this month.
You don't have a budget?
You know, I never yet use a budget, but I have a friend at work who tell me she follow a budget every month to the T, you know. And so she give me the form, how she use, and I want to try to use that.
Make I say.
I don't start fully in some of the stuff there already.
Oh, rent, water bill, electricity. Oh, probably $75 cause.
I want to put in a 75 Pablo and I'll forget you.
You can't cut down on this bill I really need. The other thing I could say I could cut down, that electricity bill. Because every time they pick this, they in a room, they left on the light, they left on the TV, and I always tell them, cut it out, you know. So basically, you could cut down on the electricity bill.
Right. Well, I could talk to them about that.
Yeah, but you can't cut down not too much on this bill, yeah.
Well, maybe if you look on the grocery list, I don't start to write one list already, you know.
Yeah. So, make a list so you can buy groceries one time every 2 weeks.
Yeah, then I don't have to buy leave it every week or so, right? So maybe we look on the list and you can see some of the stuff that I got there, you know. I don't.
Evening. 오늘도.
I did try write on grocery list.
Sure, we don't need that for.
Your money budget your money now, so you could buy groceries one time every 2 weeks.
Ma, please think Sarah for Chris. And you can't forget me and macaroni and cheese. She loves that.
All right, thank you. I have to remember for right then if it's true.
I say you got the salami and chapan, but they don't eat the salami. Half the time salami left in the refrigerator, I end up the carry it home and eat it.
All right, well, I want to take that off.
This Milo too, Christian, drink Milo again, because you're a big boy now, man.
All right, well, I want to take off the Milo too.
Basically, you need in your house, you need Clorox,
Yeah,
Flash,
right then, Clorox and Flash, right?
soap powder, dishwashing liquid,
All right, so all right then,
toothpaste, and toilet paper.
All right, I mean, don't got to tell people, but you know what? You got a good point there, you know, because if you buy in a bulk, like in a bigger sizes, it should cut down on the cost. So we can try start add up this list and see, you know, where you come up to.
Come make this thing out for you, Erlene. Come make it up for you. Your total bill is $2,775.
What? I never think it would be so much. This is more than what I make for the month. I really have to cut down on their expenses for true now.
Early on, since you already buy things for make sandwich, pasta, garnaches, I could help out and make anything in the house for you, man.
Well, thank you, Pablo. That saved me that whole $75 I have to pay Ruthie every week. And I will still have to cut back on some expenses, you know. I have to save a little something to make sure that I always have some extra money in case of emergencies.
Erlene, them people need to stop going to shop, because every time they buy dollar chips, dollar juice, then kilo change. We need less junk food in this house and more fresh fruits. Banana, orange, even fresh peanuts.
Uncle Pablo was always advocating for us to include more vegetables and fruits in our diet instead of all the processed foods that was full of salt and preservatives. He said that was why Valesian's waistlines were getting so big and why so many people had high blood pressure, diabetes, and heart disease. He said that Mom needed to train us from young to eat healthy so that we could save ourselves all the medical expenses in the long run.
Well, that's not true, you know, because I could pick up them there at the market, banana down is $7 for $1.
Erlene, you know, them people look for go to the park on weekends. They like the lead ice cream. But we not for buy the ice cream all the time. Just go to the park and have a nice family time.
That's true. I could even make hot dogs and other treats for the children right at home on the weekends.
And one thing really, they need to stop playing in the rain, because every time they play in the rain, they get sick. And you have to go to buy cold medicine, and it's expensive.
Well, that's definitely true, because every time I have to carry Christian to the doctor, that costs me $60, and that not even include the medicine.
And I always tell them, picnic, turn off the light, turn off the water, that help you save money.
Pablo, thanks very much. This was a big help. I'm going over the budget again. I want to cut back what part I could, because I definitely have to make some changes so that I could save some money.
No worry, Erlene. We are make this work now already.
Yeah, I think we can make this work.
Okay, let's talk about something that is illegal: the sexual exploitation of children, or in simpler terms, children being encouraged to perform sexual acts in exchange for money or favors. The sexual exploitation of children happens every day around our schools, playgrounds, and even our homes. Sexual predators are preying on our children. These sugar daddies and sugar mamas are destroying our children, our society, and our future. Let's be clear. Sexual activity with a child in exchange for any compensation, such as money, gifts, food, or other benefits, is a crime and liable to imprisonment for 12 years to life. Anyone involved in the sexual exploitation of children, directly or indirectly, is officially a middleman and also liable to imprisonment for 12 years. Encouraging or even allowing the sexual exploitation of children is a serious crime. If anyone knows of children being sexually exploited, report them to the Department of Human Services at 0800-PROTECT. No more sugar daddies or sugar mamas.
Hi, my name is Zola Bustamante. I'm 16 years old. I was sexually abused. While this makes me a victim, what I really am now is a survivor. And I'm here to share my story with hope of reaching other young women and girls that you aren't alone, and if something like this ever happens, you can get help too. I was 13 years old when I was sexually abused by my father, and he threatens me if I told anyone. One day I moved to my grandparents' house, which I fell down, got hurt, and I ended up at the hospital. The police and and the social got involved, and I spoke to our church member. I told her my story, which she connected me to Miss Rianne for the Child from Foundation Development. There was when my emotions recovery started, and we did a few counseling sessions. Miss Rianne joined me to a girls group, which I found out that I wasn't the only one who went through this. Remember, don't be afraid to get help, because you don't need to stay in an abusive situation.
In an emergency, people may try to take advantage of a person at risk, including children and women. Avoid this from happening to your family members by practicing the following. Be aware of strangers offering to take your children away and promising to help you or your family. These offers are not always genuine, and a child could be at risk of violence, exploitation, or abuse. Make every effort to let your children know that they can tell you if something happens to them, and it doesn't matter who the person is, that you will listen and report it. Talk to your children and let them know that they should ask for help immediately if someone tries to touch them in an inappropriate way or make them feel uncomfortable. Report any negative behavior or conduct by anyone. By following these tips, you can ensure the safety of your family.
What is consent, and how does it apply to sex? When it's about giving permission for sexual activity, it's quite simple and clear. No one under the age of 16 can legally give permission for or agree to any sexual activity. Period. It's illegal. Unlawful sexual intercourse. Get it? Consent also cannot be given under force or deceit, so lying to get consent or forcing someone to have sex, that's not consent. Oh, and people with mental disabilities cannot give consent either. Children under the age of 16 are just not mentally developed enough to consent to sexual activity, and anyone who has sex with someone under the age of 16 is a criminal. Even if they said they were 16, there is no excuse. These criminals go to prison for 5 to 10 years, and if that child is under 14, it's 12 years to life imprisonment. And even if two children under the age of 16 engage in sexual activity, that is also illegal, and they may be held responsible. Sex and consent are very serious issues. Don't make a mistake that may ruin your life and someone else's.
Are you feeling stressed and worried? These are stressful times, so it's understandable. Let's take a quick pause together. Sit down, close your eyes, and listen to your breath as it goes in and out. Open your eyes again. Notice how you feel. Remember, it's important to take care of yourself first so that you can take care of your children.
So, let's talk about the sexual exploitation of children, or, in simpler terms, children being encouraged to perform sexual acts in exchange for money or favors. Parents, guardians, children, Belize. The sexual exploitation of children happens every day, around our schools, playgrounds, and even our homes. This is a fact. Sexual predators, even some your children trust, are convincing your children that it's okay to have sexual relations in exchange for money, gifts, food, or other benefits. But it is not. Know that any person who has knowledge and encourages or allows this sexual exploitation commits a serious crime and is liable to imprisonment for 12 years, even other children over the age of 12. Wake up. Your children deserve more than this. They depend on you to keep them safe. Protect them from this disgusting trade and report any persons sexually exploiting and abusing children directly or indirectly to the Department of Human Services at 0800 PROTECT. Children, if anyone touches you or makes you touch them in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable and offers you money, food, gifts, or favors, know that they are doing something wrong and illegal to you. Stay away from them and report them to a trusted adult or call the Department of Human Services at 0800 PROTECT. There are other ways to get help. No more sugar daddies or sugar mamas. We can all do our part. Please, let's protect our children.
Your child depends on you for protection. So if you have seen or been told that they're being abused, report it to the police immediately. While reporting, make sure to ask that a social worker is present during the process. Finally, make sure that your child does not have to repeat the story over and over. Report child abuse by calling 227-3898 or 0800 PROTECT or 0800 A Way Out.
Mom really embraced budgeting, and over time got us all involved in the process, and it was actually fun. Budgeting helped Mom to spend on the things we really needed and set aside money for unforeseen expenses.
No, baby, put those back. We can't get those today.
Yeah? Mommy, please.
No, baby, we have to stick to this list. Remember, we're on a budget, so we have to buy only when they're on this list so that we can save some money. So maybe next time, alright?
Yeah.
She stopped overspending on unnecessary things and even managed to start saving. Mom shopped around for the best deals, compared prices, and found substitutes for some expensive essentials.
Mommy, I want some apples.
You want apples? So we get like 6 apples. That's good, you think? We can get some oranges, please. When we get home, we'll make some fresh orange juice, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then we can get some bananas. We'll get some bananas. What else? How much I pay for the onions?
Yeah, I don't like onion.
Onion good for you, eat healthy. Remember, we eat healthy, okay? So we can get some onions too, please. Okay. Okay, and how much total? $15. Thank you.
Before making a purchase, Mom learned to ask, do I need it? Can I do without it? Can I afford it? Budgeting really helped her to get the most out of her salary.
Bye, Auntie. Good night.
Good night, darlings. How was the sleepover?
It was fun. Ma, look what Auntie gave us. Ma, Auntie says if I save my money, I will be rich. Mom, Auntie took me and Kristen to her job today at the credit union, where they explained and talked to us about how to save and earn more money. There are a lot of kids there, and it was fun.
That was really nice of Auntie.
Yes, Mom. And Auntie also gave us $10 so that we could open an account.
You'll have to teach me and the rest of the family some of those tips.
Yes, Ma. They said that everyone should have an account, even kids our age. They even gave us this book about how to save more.
Wow. You know, my mom opened my credit union book when I was only 5 years old. And she put all the money that I got for birthdays and Christmas, she put in my account. So by the time I went to high school, I was able to buy my own bike out of my savings.
Mom made sure each of us open a credit union account, and she encouraged us to save a little something each month. Doing this and including all of us in the monthly budgeting process taught us children valuable personal finance lessons. We learned so much, and it prepared us for independent living when we started earning our own money.
Okay guys, now that we're all here, I have something that I have to tell you. Remember that promotion that I got at work?
Yeah.
Well, for that promotion, I will have to go away on a training course, and the course is for 8 weeks.
But where will you go?
New York, baby, that's where the school is.
Wow, New York sounds cool. But Mom, who will stay with us?
Well, I know how you all like Aunt Stacy, so she has agreed to stay with you guys. But don't worry, I will video chat with you guys every night, and Aunt Stacy knows where to reach me if there is an emergency.
Ma, when are you going?
In 2 weeks. So Jason, I will need you to stay home more and help out around the house. Mia, I want you to make sure that you help Lisa and Christian with their homework. Uncle Pablo will be here every day as normal.
Sure, Ma.
Okay, Ma.
Ma, I know I will be sad for you going for 2 months, but I don't know what I want you bring for me.
Okay, Lisa. Okay, Christian and Lisa, go get ready for bed. Take a shower, brush your teeth, put your pajamas on, and I'll come in a little while to check and say good night.
Okay, Ma. Let's go, Christian.
The preceding program was brought to you by the National Commission for Families and Children in collaboration with the National Parenting Task Force and UNICEF.